Andre, have you ever had a supernatural or ghost-like experience in which you were spooked hard?
Yo, that's actually.
I've never had a supernatural experience my entire life.
What's a good story you've heard that
What
someone
kind of
else
like
did?
supernatural experience? Are you talking about like a ghost story?
Yeah,
Yeah. I
ghosts,
don't.
something
Ghost
supernatural.
story.
So aliens too, if you're into that. Bigfoot, walruses, any of
I
that stuff that
don't.
doesn't exist.
I don't believe.
Just kidding. Ghosts and aliens
I've
exist.
never had like a supernatural like ghost or alien experience. No, like I totally believe in like spirits or whatever. I don't know if I believe in aliens. I'm gonna have to go with no, but I could totally be persuaded otherwise.
I didn't know that.
That
That's
I
good
don't
to
believe
know.
in aliens.
Yeah, it's very good to know about you.
Yo, can you chill? What's up with those eyes? I just zoomed in on your face.
I wasn't aware of that. That was the thing about Daniel.
I
Did you guys
wasn't
know
aware of that.
You believe that we're the only ones here in this
Yeah,
solar
but
system?
I also believe in creation. So
Wait,
it's
Davin,
not-
you just said
if
in the solar system.
Yeah, well, not even in the solar system, like in the galaxy. I don't know why I said solar system.
Yeah, even in the galaxy. What about universe?
Universe.
You gotta expand it, fam.
the
The
whole
Davin
shebang.
can't think. His brain, like,
Yeah, okay,
when he goes to
Davin,
big
Yo,
goals.
I just had to sneak in and replug in my internet, okay?
Guys, look at
and
my new
just
blue
going-
wallpaper.
Just going off of that, I would have to say, like,
Click
I just
on-
wish Damien
I don't know.
wasn't the center of the
I
attention.
know.
I just wish Damien wasn't the center of attention.
Yeah.
Is
it
he in the
really
middle
does.
for you on the stream?
Yeah,
Is Damien
he's-
in the middle?
That profile picture is the middle for me, dude. And then
That's
all
the-
of us are on the sides.
How stupid! What the AIDS?
Yeah, one.
Why is anyone watching? Hey, all the viewers
Oh,
leave.
Man, I would rather have literally anyone be the center of attention rather than Damien. I mean, rather
Plus,
than
Damien's not even ever
I
talking.
know. Well, not only that, but he doesn't even have a webcam, dude. It's so garbage.
He's just taking up space.
Yo, yeah, I see the stream in the background.
It's so
It's so AIDS.
Just
garbage.
Davin's face even bigger in the background and blurry.
Yo, Davin, have you ever had a
It's
spooky? Do
super
you have a
garbo.
spooky experience story?
Shit, good.
Yeah. It was at the Pink House with Skylar. I was like in my closet, right? I hooked the Sega up in the closet to play Sonic.
Mm.
My parents wouldn't see me playing, you know?
Mhm.
I was just fooling in there and I finished playing Sonic and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm like trying to fall asleep and I look over to my left where Skylar's sleeping on his bed. I legit just see like big ass, like cloaked, hooded figure just like float through the wall into the room. And I was like, dude, it goes, hovers over Skylar. And I'm like, I was like, yo, dude. I was like, if something fucking happens, I'm gonna shit my pants. And then it just like stared at Skylar and then just floated to the next wall. And I was like,
Felt his tiger blood. Got scared.
and I screamed really loud. But I was like, I don't know, maybe like 8.
Yeah,
So do you believe?
Yo.
Like, what do you think that was?
that was a xenomorphic X-type alien from
Stop.
I don't know. It's like the only thing that I would think it'd be is just like some weird ass, just like spirit, obviously, that's just like there, but he obviously wasn't there for like something like
Okay, so-
just doing shit, you know, just like scheming. And he's like, I could do something.
Lots of people with
He's
like
like,
ghost
"Nah."
stories or like memories of them seeing a ghost or something. It was obviously like a big shadow or a tree branch, or there's always another way
I
to
don't
explain. I believe in ghosts. I'm pretending like I'm someone that doesn't, and I'm asking Davin,
Okay. Yeah.
what is the possible? Is there anything else it could have possibly been, like a sheet that fell off the ceiling or something, you know? Or was it very
No.
clear? Basically asking how
Oh,
clear it was, like how obvious was it,
It was like obvious, just like
and how obvious was
be-
it that you were awake and that it wasn't a dream, and then you woke up?
Yeah. Like, how tired were you? Because you said you were
I
playing.
wasn't
it
that
like-
tired because I was laying there like trying to go to sleep, but I couldn't fall asleep. Just like that type of just like you're awake, but you like feel like you should go to sleep, but you're like, you know,
Yeah, I feel you.
you just don't
I
fall
know what
asleep.
you're
Yeah.
talking about.
But no, it was just like it wasn't like that could have been this. It was just like I was just looking out the closet and then just to see something just come through the wall. I was just like, "Ugh." And I just like I like stopped breathing. I like, didn't want to breathe or anything, but it's just like
As soon as it came in, did it say, "Want to buy an omelet for $5?"
Yo, I saw.
Okay, so when you dream, your brain puts your body into this paralysis mode to where when you're in your dream and you're telling your body to move, that your brain doesn't tell your body to move in real life. So it's like this this like paralysis basically, but as soon as you hit higher levels of sleep to where you're more awake, that's supposed to go away, so that then when you tell your body to move, your body actually moves. But there's some common thing that'll happen where you'll wake up and you're awake and your brain has not turned off that paralysis and you cannot physically get yourself to move. Then another thing that's been reported all the time is once someone's in that state where they have paralysis and they can't move, they feel like, some of them are like someone's watching them, or other ones they like, I can see something in the corner of my vision over here, but I can't turn my head to look at it and it's looking at me or whatever. And then when they break out of it and are able to move, and their brain stops being retarded, then it's all good.
It's more common than not to see something than to not see something, because what happens is when you're in REM, your eyes actually adjust to what the light would be in the dream. When you're looking at someone in your dream, the rods and cones in your eyes will form to that person or that thing, something, and it will imprint from when you wake up. So you wake up and then you see someone or something because of your eyes. It's pretty cool. But
cool?
I've had some times where I've woken up, not even in the middle of the night, like when I'm supposed to wake up, but I can't wake up. So I go back to bed and it's I just can't move.
That freaks me out, dude.
I don't think it's that bad.
I mean,
is it the
just
seeing
like
someone that's
things.
scary?
Yeah, like seeing something, I guess, would be like super scary. But then, okay, I mean, this might be dumb to you guys, but I feel like it's not just like there has to be some kind of like supernatural thing. But that's me being someone that believes in the supernatural quite a bit, right?
Yeah, that's you being an idiot.
I 100% think there's no supernatural part to it.
People have explained it through science all the time.
I mean, I've seen things looming over me, but I don't feel that thing of dread because I know it's nothing. It's not
Of
there.
bread?
It's not
The
dread.
thing of bread.
Dread.
There are people that do feel dread,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you're right.
The reason it's called old
A lot
hag
of-
syndrome is because seeing a woman or a girl crushing them or like sitting on their chest or taking away their breath is super common. So if you Google image old hag syndrome, which I highly recommend, which is what I've just done,
Dude,
most
it's
of them are pictures of
creepy,
real
bro.
old weirdos.
Literally
sitting on
just
someone
call it
else.
hag.
Day 430 without sex. Had sleep paralysis last night, and that shadow in the corner looking real fine. That's
I like the idea of ghosts so effing horny that you're looking at. Old hag syndrome is a terrifying sleep disorder that many people suffer from, also known as sleep paralysis. Sufferers often wake up in the middle of the night, unable to move or scream, but able to see, hear, feel, and smell. It is often accompanied by strange smells, frightening sounds, apparitions of shadows or people, and a weight on the chest, making breathing difficult, if not impossible.
I've had almost all of those symptoms. I just don't get scared by it.
right. And maybe you're just too alpha.
I just think that the physical dark place that I'm in well represents the emotional darkness I've been going through. Well, can we all go around and tell our stories of our first orgasm?
I don't know what you guys are talking about. What's an orgasm?
My dad, when I was a kid, whenever my mom would make something that was organic, he would call it orgasmic. And I didn't know what it was.
I just want to go up to a guy in a store now and be like, do you guys have any of that orgasmic lettuce? I'll be like, what? Do you guys have any orgasmic
Yeah,
lettuce?
you should do that at Trader Joe's.
Andre saying that reminds me of Sean's shirt that he used to wear. Do you remember that, Eli and Damien?
Yeah.
Where it said,
Yeah.
"Give me head."
We
And I was
didn't
like,
know that, man.
no, that doesn't make any sense.
He had like
Like,
4 or
what the
5
hell
shirts that were
does
all
your
like
shirt
sexual
mean?
innuendos. It was like, give me head, I like biters.
Interesting.
Damien, you any ghost stories from you?
Yeah, and you got choked by Darth Vader.
Yeah, dude. That's my dad
Did
too.
you tell him harder, daddy?
I mean, I could have. When I was really young, it was kind of like Davin's little story. I was sitting in my bed. I looked over by my door, and like I was awake. Like I woke up because I needed to go to the bathroom.
Vader walked in.
There's just this big black figure there, and I was just like, I couldn't make sense of it. I could move and everything.
Was it like your African neighbor?
I just like sat there looking at it, and it was a big black figure, and I just kind of stared at it for a while, and it was slowly walking towards me, and so I just like didn't know what to do, so I kind of turned around and just closed my eyes for a little while. When I turned back around, it was just gone.
I have some really cool ghost stories.
You know what?
They're usually ones my dad told me. Most of them are, and then there's like a couple my mom told
Yo,
me.
your dads make me want to kill myself.
My dad's did make me kill myself at one point.
This is
how-
actually a ghost story right now.
Yeah, I am a ghost. Look at my face, dude.
Yeah, Devin. What
All right, wait. Like, I don't understand. Like, are they just like super scary or whatever?
Yeah, dude, mega spook. If you could look out your window right now, because it's the middle of the night, it's real dark, what would be the scariest possible thing you could see?
Oof.
Sherry.
Devin,
Slender.
no, but wait.
Scary.
Devin, what's that game on your PC?
I said Sherry.
What's that game that?
What's that game on your PC, Devin?
Devin, what's
Out
that game
of
on your
the-
PC?
Out of
Why
the
won't you answer?
bajillion games that you have, what's that
That one
game?
on your PC.
Where you're on the computer?
You play it on the PC.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Daniel, what would be the scariest thing for you to
it
see?
would be a guy staring at me.
Yeah.
It's just a guy
same.
staring at you? Just a
Yeah.
guy. So I could give some dude like $10 to stand there.
You could absolutely
scariest
do that, and
possible
I
thing.
would.
that would
I
be
just got
that scary to you?
goosebumps, dude. I literally
Hey,
just got
I know.
goosebumps.
I can think of something that I guarantee you would scare you more. I know it would scare me the most, and I bet it would scare you.
What?
That
Is
girl
there-
sitting with her legs.
Yo,
No.
it's so funny,
Not-
dude.
It's not that. You guys ever do the thing where you're like alone and it's like you're not scared at all, but you think this is
Ugh.
one of the moments most people would be scared. What would scare me? And then you start thinking about something that would scare you, and then you actually
Yeah,
scare
that
yourself.
happened when you
Yeah,
started asking
I
these
literally
retarded-ass
am
questions.
scared now. Now I'm just looking behind me. It's like,
Yeah.
Dude,
all of
I
the gaming
actually,
experience you have now.
I actually had a horror mod on Minecraft, and I actually got kind of scared by it.
One of those moments where I was like not scared, but I was like I could scare myself right now. I walked outside. I think it was like the middle of the day. I think that's what the thing was. Is I was like, this is such a good day, and I was thinking, what could scare me right now? Nothing could scare me. I'm in such a good mood, whatever. And I was like trying to think about it, and I thought of if you're walking around normal day. There's like guys walking down the sidewalk, cars driving by, maybe someone walking their dog or pushing a stroller, right? Normal stuff on the sidewalk around. And I was thinking, I bet the thing that would scare me the most is if I was looking around and all of the same stuff was normal, exactly how it was, except if it was all going backwards at the same speed and everything. The cars were going backwards, the people were walking backwards, but they were just like straight faced and
I
like,
don't
kind of
think
weird.
I don't think that
weird
would
looking,
scare
just
me.
backing up.
Yo, no, that exact same thing, but like not like things moving backwards. Just all of a sudden, everyone has button eyes. I would immediately just kill myself.
Dude, Button Eyes from Coraline. You guys see that?
9, dude.
I haven't
9.
seen Coraline. I
That's-
wasn't allowed to watch that movie.
That's a big
Watch
spook,
it tonight, Daniel.
no,
Dude. Don't watch
thank
it
you.
tonight, dude.
Yo,
You'll
what was
join
that
me
thing
in
that
the
you were
shadow
telling
realm.
me?
Davin, what's the scariest thing you could see looking out the window? Because you don't have a window in that room, so if you were to open that door behind you and just look, what would be the scariest thing to be there? Possible.
His mom.
You could think of something giant and like horrifying, like a 100-foot dildo or whatever, just anything.
No, it would probably be like just something tall and skinny, or just like short as fuck.
Slender.
And you just
Wait,
I'm outside your window, Devin.
I was gonna say if Andre is just standing there.
I'm just
like
imagining this like super
really
short,
tall and
fat
skinny,
thing.
or something like really tiny. That's just like
So there's like a midget mailman, like
no,
and you're
like
like,
smaller
"Oh,
than a midget.
I wish
like,
the milkman would deliver my milk.
milk.
a kid
Yo,
milkman.
if that
In the
guy,
morning.
yo, that's actually probably like that
Look
one
at-
picture. If I saw that guy looking at me
Wait,
outside
what?
my window, that would probably be the scariest thing possible. I just got goosebumps again, fam.
Damien, what about you? Looking out your window.
Just somebody staring back at me.
What about you, Andre?
literally
Dude, Slenderman? That would.
Slenderman
Mine-
though, I'd be like, yo, what the fudge? Who's cosplaying right now? If it's something that I know, like from something, like if it was like Freddy Krueger or something, like with a mask on, it wouldn't be as scary to me. But if it was something that I've never seen before that looks creepy, that
For
would
me?
scare me the most.
Would be if I looked out the window and I saw myself standing there staring back, but like with a specific face. Just the face, just like a specific like look, like looking straight at me, like making eye contact, but like myself. I think that would scare me the most.
It's the same thing with going backwards. I would be more curious than I would be scared.
Like if you looked out the window and saw you standing there with just like this face, be
There
like,
would have to
"That's
be
weird."
more to it that would imply that it was scary.
What about if you're walking home middle of the night and you know that no one is home? You're looking at your own house, about to go in it, and then in all of the windows you see silhouettes of like 4 people per window.
Dude, heck, that is.
And
Yo, does
every
someone
single
wanna
one of
come
them
over
are
to my
looking
house and
out
cuddle with
at
me
you.
right now so I can actually fall asleep?
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Dibs, I call dibs.
Oh, yeah. I forgot Daniel gets really scared.
Dude, I do. I genuinely get really scared about this kind of stuff.
Just know
I
they're
know.
all having like eye contact straight at you.
Ew, stop,
Face.
bro. This is
Darkness.
creeping me out. I'm about to lock my door.
Don't go by that door, dude. What if it was a
That-
guy,
that's just
normal
like-
guy, but his mouth was too big, just slightly, and then he had like real sharp teeth?
Me looking back at myself, the blank face, like that kind of stuff isn't like as scary. Like that's what I was saying. Like I'm into the more of like the mainstream scary.
If
No,
anyone's
wait,
in
I
the
need to
chat.
like reaffirm like what mine was so that it makes sense. Did mine
Yeah.
make sense to you guys?
The
No, it
tall,
was a
skinny
big,
one,
skinny
the
thing.
short thing didn't make sense.
It's either got to be like tall and skinny to where it's like, yo, what is
Impossible?
that? Yeah, like impossibly tall and skinny, like what? Or like so short and
Nah, I-
small, but like you can
Yeah.
tell it's moving, but then you have to get closer to be able to tell what it is. Like
Like a
anything
slug?
like I get
I could
closer
agree
to
with
tell
that.
what it is. No, like
No, I feel like Davin, like if he were to open his door and see like a skunk over in the bushes, he'd be a little spooked, but not really. But I think what he's going for is like the vibe of like something there that knows you're looking at it, that's like moving a tiny bit, kind of waiting for you to come closer. Does that
Yeah.
make sense? Is that it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like it.
Yeah.
I
It's exactly
still
it.
don't know an example of that would scare me.
Chucky.
Like okay,
Yeah,
yes,
like that's more of a mainstream type of scary. It's scary
no,
because of the
not-
way he looks. It's not because of his size. If you upscaled Chucky,
No, I'm saying
he
if
would
you
just
saw
be just as scary.
if you opened the door and there was something like over there, like this small as Chucky, but you couldn't quite tell what it was, and like you were looking at it, right? And it's like slightly moving, and you're just like, what the fuck is that?
So basically, the
guess,
thing
like-
that scares Davin isn't just the obvious that's dangerous because blank. It's just the uncertainty basically that's like
Yeah,
the extra
but-
creepy.
Yeah, I guess that doesn't just scare me though. Like I'm more of I know this is scary. Like me looking back at myself, the first thing that I thought of when you said that was time travel. It wasn't scary to me. I was like, I bet I just time traveled. Like something happened within.
Holy shit!
Bloody
Saw
your
that.
ass.
funny.
Oh my god! You little
Okay,
shithead!
just kidding.
Holy fuck!
I've never seen someone threaten their nephew with "Eat your ass."
Yeah.
It's super funny.
That made my heart just
Scariest thing for me to see if they
Holy
looked
shit,
out
Anna,
and then
can
it
you
went
shut
like
that-
this. Michael Vsauce here.
Give me an example of something that would be small and scary.
If he opened the door and he heard a noise to the right, he turned to the right. He saw a group of bushes or like,
Inside his
stuff over
house?
there. No, outside. And he sees like something over there starts moving, and then he can see a section of it is its own thing, like an animal or something that's there. But he has the feeling that it knows that he is
yeah.
there.
It knows I'm there, and it's waiting for me to go and look at it.
It's
because
trying
it
to attract.
knows
It's just
that it's
just
not supposed
waiting.
to be there. It's gonna do something.
Yeah, but
it's
I guess
waiting for
you're
me.
the dumb thing about your answer is you're talking about a feeling, right? And he asks you what would scare you, and you're like,
Yeah,
I
that
would be scared by
create that feeling,
something
and
that
that'd
would
be the
creep me
scariest.
out. That's retarded. That's such a stupid answer. You
No,
can't just
I
talk
feel
about.
like Davin's answer works. How does it
No,
work?
that's retarded.
I
Because
said
it has
anything
to
that's
be.
out your window.
He's literally just saying, "I would be scared by something
That would make
scare
me the most scared.
I guess I get
Like
Daniel's
you
point.
can't just say like that. Like you're.
I think
we're
okay, no,
trying
it's
to
the
get
fact
an
that I think it's
object or something.
less scary if I open the door and I just saw like the fucking dude from Death Note, like that, like big thing, like there. I'd be like, motherfucker, like I'd be scared, but it'd be like I would like be ready to fight it, because I see it, it's there, that's it,
Yeah.
like that's
That
scary.
answer is way better.
Vsauce did a video on why are things creepy, and there was different types of fear, but one of them was where it's obviously dangerous. Like if you see a black widow, if you see a guy with a gun who's mad at you, if you see a hungry lion, a gun, whatever. Things that where the danger is obvious. You got the gross out, which were like things like diseases, rotting flesh, things like that. But then there's this section where the uncanny valley where
Yeah,
it shows
I
like,
know
a
what
scan of your
uncanny
brain.
valley is, but it's also like
No, explain the
That's
uncanny
what's-
valley. I don't get it.
okay.
The uncanny valley is when you see something that's your brain doesn't know for sure if it's safe or if it's not safe. And so there's just a graph, and it's like this small valley in the line where it's basically, this is dangerous, this is not. And in here, you don't know whether it's scary or whether it's dangerous or whether it's not dangerous. Clowns that were really happy, but like in the middle of the night, it's like, is that dangerous? Something about your brain doesn't know. So maybe it could be. It's really weird for sure. Then that scares some people, right? Teletubbies, to some people, it's that same type of fear where it's not like an obvious danger. You like teddy bears with big teeth in their mouth. The thing with me seeing myself out the window. Don't know if that's dangerous, but that, to me, uncanny valley stuff is way scarier than obvious danger things like Freddy
I'm pretty
Krueger.
sure Daniel's is like horror.
Yeah,
like how you're saying,
that's
someone with, like, sharp
absolutely
teeth,
what
that's
I'm saying.
Scares Daniel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Davin's saying that this thing, the mystery about it and the fact that you don't know for sure what it is, adds the element of not knowing, which is what's extra scary to him. He can't have his be something super clear and obvious, like a big spider or a monster.
Yeah, I guess I was talking about like a horror type of thing.
Vsauce.
But
Michael
then
here.
also, I also said it can't be something that I know what it is. Like, if Slender Man was outside my window and I could recognize Slender Man, I
it
wouldn't
couldn't
be
something
scared.
from like
I
media.
wouldn't be that scared. Or if it was a dragon.
There was a dude that you didn't know standing there with like this weird psycho look on his face,
Yeah, with like a weapon.
holding a knife or a bat, then you'd be like,
Absolutely, that would be like, I just got goosebumps again, dude.
what about like that, for that, you know, the stereotypical girl with black hair over in like a little white cloak, holding like a little teddy bear, standing in the street far away.
It's cliche again. It's like it's the exact same thing from media.
But
If
even
it was-
if it's cliche, you see that. Okay, that's the one thing that's like, yeah, no.
No,
Even if that's cliche, yo, you see that? What are you gonna
I
do?
disagree. I 100% disagree. If I saw two twins, I would probably make a joke because I would just think it's someone that's cosplaying as that. If someone made their own costume of something that I've never seen before, that's so much scarier to me.
So Daniel, does that kind of stuff creep you out where it's a normal face but just slightly off, but it's hard to tell what about it is off? It's not like a retard or a deformed person being off. It's like it's like in that Vsauce video, Why Are Things Creepy? He has tons of examples of.
This is
So does
retarded.
that type of stuff not scare you?
No, like most of that stuff isn't.
It's like right now, this experience you're having right now, sitting in your room talking to us on a camera. Any second, it could just go, boom, and you're sitting in a hospital bed, and this was just you remembering this, and it's actually been like 50. This was 40 years ago. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you guys think this ghost is right here? Is there anyone dead we know that's might be in for the stream?
Be Anthony.
Oh, true.
Could be Anthony.
Do
Warren.
you guys think that Anthony's gonna be the first one to die?
Why
Yes.
would you think that?
I no longer think Anthony will be the first one to die.
Yeah, I don't actually think so either.
I think that'll be me.
Why would it be Anthony though? Like, what's
Stop.
the reason?
Just because of his lifestyle is a little bit more unhealthy.
He's probably gonna live life to a fuller extent and then die earlier.
Live life how it's supposed to be lived.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I'll die before him, but there's a chance. You know?
You should probably
If he
not.
gets in
Die.
a bad car wreck in the next week, could happen.
Hey.
All right, see ya. Thank you, XXX Temptation and Toilet and whoever's watching. That's probably who this is.
XXX tentacles.